Hello, my name's Catherine and I'm a practicing artist. These days I consider myself, and I guess I label myself as a digital artist, but that is also quite changeable. My background is as an art teacher. That's how I basically started my arts practice, but as an arts teacher, I always, as an art teacher, I always practiced my own art as well, and more, my arts practice is of course outside the classroom. Over the years I started my work in the regional centre in Bundaberg and started my really serious practice there and engaged with the community in Bundaberg through exhibitions and through project work in Bundaberg, public art work as well. I initiated a RADF grant. I saw an opportunity and I applied for a grant, went through the Public Art Advisory Committee, through all sorts of processes, and have got some public art up in Bundaberg as well. Since coming to Brisbane, I've completed my Masters in Arts Research, and I have continued to exhibit in group shows and solo shows as much as I also can. Try to do a residency perhaps every second year. I've done one in Tasmania and one in Stradbroke Island just off the coast of Queensland here. Last year I've done a residency in China and Beijing, and next year I'm applying for one in Alaska. The last 10 years I've been working with a number of councils, particularly Central Highlands Regional Council, to do some commission work that was based on community town entrance statements. The project's due to finish next year. Going in quite regularly, a couple of times a year, to do community consultation within a town or an area to find out what makes that community tick. So doing a workshop, and then from then doing further individual photos, then come back, do some design work, so that is then sent back to the community for them to again do some further fine-tuning. And then eventually what happens is that they end up with a laser cut steel structure at the entrance to the town and at the exit to the town, and over the 10-year period throughout the whole Central Highlands area, every tourist and every person going into that region will know, not only when they hit the region, all throughout the region and when they leave the region, but the identity of all those local communities, what makes each of those local communities different. So that's one lot of community consultation. So when I'm talking then further about the long tail of an artist's career, you build up a series of networks and a series of groups and organisations that you work with quite regularly. And the thing is that you need to maintain your currency with those groups and organisations, and you need to maintain your profile, so that over the course of many years I've been exhibiting. So for example, I've exhibited in Moreton Bay region quite a lot and was part of their Moreton Bay Art Awards for quite a while. From that I got invited to do 2 group exhibitions that were selection, so I didn't have to do anything for that except on the back of the work that I'd already done in terms of entering exhibitions, being available for public art talks, all of those sorts of things, so I had established profile. What I'd like to say about funding generally is that without funding at pivotal moments throughout my career so far, I would not be in the space that I am in now. And that funding really has given me opportunities, some as simple as the first major arts grant that I got. I could afford a beautiful set of pencils and really lovely, soft, creamy pastels, and the difference between an artist quality material and the materials that I could just normally afford off the shelf made such a huge impact to my confidence and to my drawing ability, and the way that I worked, I can't really undervalue that. So there's that simple thing of the affordability of good quality, access to good quality materials and good quality support that grants also brings.